Hi, my name's Boaz, and I have a new toy. This is a Stagg J bass, a jazz bass guitar, some might say, and it's sort of taken off the Fender jazz bass. Unlike the Fender, though, this doesn't cost thousands of dollars. It's more like hundreds of dollars. You can get one of these for $2.99 at Music Planet. I got mine from Rob and Peter here in Dunedin. A lovely crew. You should totally go check out the Music Planet store and buy some strings or picks or maybe even a piano. Whatever you're into. But I walked in. I needed a bass to record some ideas and add a bit of thicker low end to some of my songs that I've been recording, and I just didn't, I didn't want to spend lots of money on a really good bass. I just need something that gets the job done and does it well. And here I have the Stagg bass. It's a very sort of cheap brand. Stagg's sort of known for the lower end of the market, and in the lower end of the market you get some items that aren't particularly good at what they're supposed to do, and some items do a pretty good job, and I think here it does a pretty good job. It seems to be nice and in tune. A little buzzy, but new strings. Once it's going through an amp, it actually sounds, quite nice and thick. You roll off your treble and stuff, and it starts to sound thick and meaty, and kind of what I was looking for. Just something basic. I'm not trying to run lightning speed licks through the bass. Just holding down some good sounds. So some technical stuff. It's a standard J electric bass guitar. It's got 2 pickups. I'd say that one's more neck, that one's more bridge, though that neck is quite, compared to like an electric guitar, it's like in the middle, really. It's got 2 volume controls and 1 tone. I don't know where the second volume control is, to be honest. I'm just reading off the internet. And it's made from solid alder. I'm going to assume it's alder and not alder, because I've never heard of alder before, unless you're talking about an elderly person. The pick card can come in white or tortoise shell. I have tortoise shell. The neck is a hard maple, bolt-on, and 867 millimeters, or 34.2 inches. I have no idea what that actually means, but I think it's the thickness of the neck. Who knows? Who cares? They're just numbers and jargon. Rosewood fingerboard, 20 frets. That's good to know. But if you wanted a 21 fret bass, you have to look elsewhere. And you're probably going to have to pay a little bit more. The bridge itself, that's a JB classic. A JB classic. Like, something has to be good to be called a classic. You don't just have JB, it's alright. This is a classic. That's what it says on the page I'm looking at, and the machine heads are standard P nickel, so they're not as good as classic, but standard is, you're paying good money and you get what you get for that good money. Just the standard, not classic, just standard. And it can also come in a whole range of different colours. The internet one says black, but I got mine in wood because I have something about grain that I like, and it doesn't seem like a veneer or anything. It seems pretty natural. I have no idea. I didn't research this stuff before I started doing the video, but when it comes down to it, it's about looks. Come on, you don't get the red guitar because it somewhat sounds better. You get it because it's a red guitar. And I like wood, and I thought this looks good, and for the price, it was this or something else that didn't look as good, and I went for the one that looked good. So, I'm going to plug it in now, give it a little play, and you can have a listen to what it sounds like. I'm just going to go directly into my Scarlett 2i2 interface into Pro Tools. I'm just going to play the bass as it is, and then I'm going to incorporate it into a song and see how that goes. Cool. So now I'm going to show you what it sounds like in a song, basically. So that was it by itself, and now we're going to put it into a musical composition. And let's see if it does the job. Brick wall is all I seem to talk to each and every day. I'm wasting my breath, falls on deaf ears, but I'm just so tired of these silly games. But you don't really seem to care, it's a waste of time falling in love with you. I'll go my own way, yes, today they will say I'll be leaving, no grieving, wounds need no healing now. We are going out on separate ways, but I guess that I will be okay, it's a waste of time. Over and over again. That would have been so cool. But of course, I completely forgot where my song was going next. Well, what can I say about this bass? I'm really happy with it. For the price, you know, it does what I need it to do. It doesn't need to be the best bass in the world. It just needs to be able to simply record. And at the moment I'm not really doing anything technical bass wise anyway. I mean, it's been a while since I've played bass. This is the first bass I've picked up in about 2 years. Played a little bit of bass a couple of years ago, but you know, coming back to it, it's like I'm actually pretty happy with this purchase. What can I say about it? Well, I guess I should unwrap her, as some musicians like to call their instruments, females. And there's the virginal wrapper being taken off. That sounded so worse than I thought. The wrapper is taken off. It's there in all its glory. Wood and tortoise shell. Nice little combo. Sounds great. Does exactly what I need it to do. I give it 2 thumbs up and pinkies. Have a good day. Cheers.